saw Saturn for the first time, I was mind blown. I could see the rings.
अगर किसी को एस्ट्रोफोटोग्राफी करनी हो या इस फील्ड में आना हो तो व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस लाइक हाउ शुड दे स्टार्ट
There's an astronomy club in Pune called as JVP or Jyotirvidya Parisanstha.
so how it felt when you got to know NASA shared your picture
Overwhelming. So I was so happy.
so do you think there is scope for astrophotography in India Hello and welcome to Pi Talks. This is our latest series जहाँ पे हम एस्ट्रोनॉमी की दुनिया की ढेर सारी नॉलेज आप तक पहुँचाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. So talking about our guest today with us we have one of India's youngest astrophotographer Prathamesh Jaju. So let me tell you the most interesting thing about Prathamesh. He is responsible for capturing one of the clearest image of moon and which was also shared by one of the professors from NASA. So I want to know so much more about Prathamesh and I'm sure you want to know too. So let's ask Prathamesh. Hi Prathamesh. What's up? Welcome to Pi Metrics.
Hello, hi. All good. How are you?
So I'm good. What happened today? Like what one good thing happened today to you?
I think this is my first podcast, so this is the good thing.
Good
that's
thing.
happening. Yeah.
Oh, so obviously you have been in news for so long and at this age. So describe me that moment. कि वो moment क्या था? You looked at the moon and you were like, I want to click that.
I started with a small project, let's say, for example, with 10 GB of data, 10 GBs of data, then with 50 GBs of data for the next month, and then this project, which was around 180, 190 GBs of data. So it was, मतलब ऐसे planned नहीं था. One night I wanted to shoot Jupiter and Saturn, and they were going to come pretty late, pretty early in the morning, so actually around 4 or 5. So तब तक I'm sure I would have slept if due to boredom. So I was like, let's shoot the moon. Let's take it to the next step of our projects for the moon. Like taking, I'll capture more data this time. Because moon was like, literally, I went to the terrace, I had set up my telescope, and I was watching some web series, I don't remember Abhi.
Okay.
But I was like, take a moon hai, let's shoot it. Let's shoot it again. Any astrophotographer or an astronomer, they don't like the moon much because it's so bright, yeah? We can't see any other thing except for the moon. So that's why even we don't like to shoot the moon as much. But then, like, my moon image is basically what got me famous. So I can't say a lot of bad stuff about the moon. I wouldn't say everything is bad. Just like when you want to shoot the moon, it's perfect. When you plan to shoot the moon, it's perfect. But like you can't shoot other objects during a full moon, or the moon is quite bright, because it's glowing so much that it's overpowering other objects like nebulae, galaxies, star clusters, etc. because of its light. So in the day we have sun, which is glowing so brightly that we can't see anything else. Even the moon you can't see during the day for most of the times.
So what's your favorite time to click or do astrophotography for moon?
So when I want to shoot the moon, I usually prefer during the half moon phases.
Oh.
Because the shadows caused by the sun's light, because moon doesn't have any light of its own. It's reflecting light of the sun. So when it is at the half moon or the crescent phase, so it looks much prettier because you can see the craters and the mountain ranges on the moon. So it makes it more dynamic, more enhanced. It looks even prettier. Full moon is also pretty because that is during the time of Purnima, like the full moon, 100% moon phase. So that is also pretty, but the moon appears to be like a flat disk, 2D.
Yeah.
But during these other phases, it looks three-dimensional. It looks
three-dimensional.
prettier.
So I'll come back to why you got famous and your the most famous photography moment. I want to talk I'm sure you must be capturing a lot other things also. So tell me your experiences while you were capturing Saturn, Jupiter, other planets.
Shooting planets is a fun process because you can see your object right away. Whereas in the deep sky photography part, you can't see your objects right away. You have to take hours and hours of data to reveal structures and colors and details. But when I saw Saturn for the first time, I was like mind blown. I could see the rings just like the picture books आते थे ना पहले उसमें कैसे Saturn दिखता था वैसे. It was too good. Even Jupiter is so pretty. You can see the Jupiter's bands with different telescopes. So it's too good.
So at 16, you clicked a mineral moon. So I want to know more about it. Like you described it, कि अच्छा, you were not really planning to, and this happened. Very coincidental, right? What was the process? Like I was also reading about कि बहुत GB, like the storage thing happened with you. You clicked how many pictures?
When you shoot videos, it's capturing thousands of frames or photos and they are played in an order. So that's what I did. I was capturing videos instead of pictures, and out of all the videos, the total number of frames were around 50,000-60,000 frames. And when we merge that into one, when we merge all these frames into one, we get a good crisp result of the moon.
And what is the process of combining all the pictures is called?
Okay, so I'll take you through the process. So imagine you have a jigsaw puzzle.
Okay.
So, and let's say you have a moon jigsaw puzzle. So we have magnified into the moon so much that you can see only a small part of the moon and not anything else. So like only one mountain range, for example. So you have magnified into that. You're taking a photo or a video basically of that. So each video was about 2000 2500 frames. Okay, so एक video लिया, you shoot that, that is done, you keep it aside. So that is one piece of your jigsaw puzzle. Like shooting process is very easy, and even in deep sky photography it's quite easy. It's not a lot of effort. Like in this one there was a little bit of effort because you have to match the two pieces of your jigsaw together. Matlab, like let's say this is your one piece of jigsaw, you want to shoot the next piece something like this, because when you stitch they'll overlap and basically they'll blend together. So yeah, the next process is that so I shot around 38 videos of the moon.
Okay.
38 pieces of your jigsaw puzzle, and basically you take one video, you merge the best 70-60% frames of that video into one. So now your video is converted into a stacked photo, right? Overlapping all the frames and merging them into one. Okay, so yeah, that is one video. You stack all the frames together into one. You have one photo, the next piece of your jigsaw puzzle basically. Then you take these other 37 videos. You do the same process for everything.
For everything.
हाँ.
It's the
Now you have 38 images ready, right? तो मैंने सब videos के लिया. You stack the frames in the frames, and you get 37 pieces of your jigsaw puzzle as photos.
Yeah.
Then there are some processes like you have to sharpen the images, then enhance the details, enhance the colors, and then you stitch them together. So during the stitching process, it's basically like you're solving the jigsaw puzzle, a 38-piece jigsaw puzzle. And the special thing about this is that, so when I take a piece out of the jigsaw puzzle outside, it's going to have the same details as when the whole jigsaw puzzle is complete, right? It's not going to lose any detail. So when I zoom into the image, it's going to be just as sharp as, as much as you zoom in. So it won't get pixelated or blurred during zooming into the image.
So why do you think this thing worked for you? When you shared your picture and when it went viral, why do you think it worked than any other moon photography?
I think it was because, firstly because of the details, because people could keep zooming into the image and they could see the moon surface and it wouldn't get blurred or pixelated. And another thing I think, one thing I forgot, every day that you see the moon, you don't see any colors, right? It's white or in the shades of grey.
Yeah, I've seen, मैंने तो ज़्यादातर white देखा है, grey देखा है, But I saw your picture. मैंने आपकी picture भी देखी Google पे, the one you clicked, and it had colors. How you got that many
Yeah.
colors in moon?
So the minerals on the moon's surface, they are emitting different colors in different wavelengths. So our eyes can't see those colors or understand those colors because they are not that advanced. But when you shoot it with a DSLR camera or different types of cameras, you get a lot of details of those colors as well. They're capturing that light, capturing those colors. So basically, the minerals that are emitting all these colors are getting captured by your cameras. So I had enhanced them a lot to show the mineral rich surface of the moon. I think it was like, now that I think about it, I feel that it's a bit overdone. It looks too saturated for my taste now. But again, I think my processing changed over the years.
So how it felt when you got to know NASA shared your picture? It went that international. A lot of people, Nat Geo, Discovery Channel, everyone was coming for the interview. What was the moment? कैसा लग रहा था?
I think it was overwhelming. So I was so happy because almost that was during the COVID time. So
COVID था?
हाँ, COVID just खत्म हुआ था. So there was really no good news around that time, and I could see my work, my face. Like, I don't care about my face, but my work was everywhere on social media,
कि आपने
news.
सोचा भी नहीं था.
हाँ.
You just did it
So-
like any other night. कि मेरा तो time बचा है, चलो time के लिए मैं थोड़ा सा move.
Yeah. Or actually, like, I hadn't slept for around about 2-3 nights because 2-3 days because I was continuously processing this data, and पूरा data process हुआ. I enhanced the image. Everything was ready. The final jigsaw puzzle was solved. I posted it on Reddit and I slept.
You slept.
I slept for like a full 15-16 hours की नींद निकाली, and I woke up and I saw like that image had blew up on Reddit at around 70,000-80,000 upwards something. Then someone from India Times saw it on Reddit. They had reshared it. They had written an article about it. Then I also posted it on Instagram. And after the India Times article, every other social media platform, news platform was covering it, and it was just so overwhelming. I like, when I think about that time, it's too nice. It feels so nice, yeah.
And what आपके पेरेंट्स का क्या रिएक्शन था? हाउ वर दे फीलिंग कि हमारे बेटे ने तो क्या कर दिखाया?
So, my parents, since the start of my journey, they have been extremely supportive of my hobby, and like, they were also like feeling the same excitement as me when everything went viral, everything went so well. So they were like, मम्मी तो नज़र निकाल रही थी बार-बार, हर दिन नज़र निकाल रही थी. And my father was also very happy. You know, Indian fathers, like, they don't show much, but my father was also quite happy. And all of our relatives, they were continuously calling, see, you're on the TV. I can see you on Aaj Tak and different news channels. It was so good.
तो आप मुझे बताओ कि अगर किसी को एस्ट्रोफोटोग्राफी करनी हो या इस फील्ड में आना हो तो व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस लाइक हाउ शुड दे स्टार्ट
So the start is pretty simple. You just get a telescope. You know, toy around with the telescope, shoot different images with your mobile phone, your DSLR cameras that you have at home. So I'll tell you my journey since the beginning, how it went, and basically, audience, you can get an idea.
या
So my journey was basically like, when I was 8-9 years of age, I was completely amazed by Star Wars, Star Trek. My dad used to show me all these TV shows. He also loved them. So हम देखते थे, so full time, oh shit, this is so cool. ऐसा लगता था. When a few years later, there's an astronomy club in Pune called as JVP or Jyotirvidya Parisanstha. So it's India's oldest association for amateur astronomers since 1944. So they've been promoting astronomy for the longest time. And I became a member there. I joined the astronomy club. Lots and lots of like-minded people there, who helped me with, understanding telescopes, understanding the basics of photography. So I learned most of the stuff from there. Like, the main thing is you face some technical barriers, and कोई रहता ही नहीं है किससे पूछूं कि okay, I can't set this telescope.
तो
So
मुझे बताओ, तो
pe-
there were people, but
yeah, there were people, friends, like, so even all my friends are like, most of my friends are like 10 years, 8 years older than me. So I had a lot of their experience that helped me. They were sharing their experiences and everything, so that helped me a lot as well. They taught me the basics, and after that, the internet is your best friend. You just keep searching on the internet. There are so many people who are doing tutorials. They've been writing articles for 20, 30 years about astrophotography, and you just refer to them, and you can be very good at astrophotography. That was my journey directly. So a lot of people say that you need to be very rich to own a telescope.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like पहले के time पे तो it was very expensive,
Hmm.
not accessible. But I think with biometrics,
Yeah.
I've also heard, and I've also seen, and I've also tested खुद से that there are very beginner level telescope like Neo and the Pegasus, which are sort of in budget, which
Yeah.
is very convenient at the same
Right.
time. So
That's the thing, that you can get started with astrophotography. You can start with budget friendly telescopes. You can start with just the most basic telescopes.
yeah.
The telescope actually doesn't matter if you just want to start. And so I started with a mobile phone, capturing like, aligning the mobile phone to the telescope's eyepiece, taking some pictures like that. Then I learned taking pictures of the Milky Way from a friend in JVP, the astronomy club.
वो आप क्लब से कर रहे थे?
हाँ, मतलब there used to be stargazing sessions every month during the new moon. So I used to go there every month for like 4 or 5 years.
Oh.
So you also get an idea of the night sky as well with that. So you learn a lot, not just telescopes and cameras, but also about our universe, our place in this universe. It makes you feel so small.
So do you know any institute which are like there was this club in Pune. So do you know about any more clubs there are in India?
I think there should be one in every state, every city now, because everyone, like, now astronomy has been, people are knowing more about it. They are trying to spread more awareness about it, popularizing astronomy. So there's an astronomy club, I think, in most cities, and I think no, like Pymetrics is also doing a lot of community building.
Okay.
So that's what I actually like about Pymetrics as well, because, like, being a telescope company, you're also spreading awareness,
Exactly.
spreading, like, knowledge, and you're taking these stargazing sessions. So I went with a like trip with Pymetrics a few years ago to Spiti Valley. So they had conducted a car rally or an rally in Spiti Valley. So we went there. It was a fun time because you're in the darkest skies of the universe with different telescopes. It was a very good time. I had a lot of fun in that trip.
Wow. So do you think there is scope for astrophotography in India?
Yeah, definitely. Like, even now, our government is trying to, make dark sky reserves so that there would be no light pollution as such. So Hanle is one of the darkest skies in India right now. Not just Hanle, the whole of Ladakh, Andamans, then run of Kutch, and a lot of places have a few of the darkest skies in the world. But Ladakh, why I've been traveling to Ladakh for quite a while is because you are at a very high altitude. So there's no atmospheric disturbances like smoke and other stuff as well. And the other thing is that in Ladakh, you don't have a lot of lights. There's no light pollution. So that makes the sky even darker. So in the earlier days, of course, when there were no lights, I remember my dad saying sometime around the 80s, he could see the Milky Way from Pune.
What?
It was that dark. But now with lights, of course, things have changed.
So do you think because of this light pollution, it's really impacting the work of an astronomer, in general of an astrophotographer?
Yeah, definitely. Light pollution has been causing a lot of problems. Not just light, smoke as well. So in Delhi now, you can see during the smog, you can't see anything. आपको सामने वाले दिख नहीं रहे. How can you see the sky? That a lot of problems have been caused because of light pollution, smoke pollution, out of that.
So do you think it will be a problem in coming future with this environment ki
It's only going to increase, I think.
it's only going
Yeah.
do you think in future it would be even possible for human to see and observe the sky?
I think it's very unpredictable, but like if there are initiatives taken like making certain places dark sky reserves, so you're preserving the dark sky, not putting a lot of lights, or let's say, so in Hanley, there are no lights post 11:30, so the sky is completely dark, no lights at all.
So Prathamesh, let's play a rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Yes, sure, definitely.
Definitely. So ये तो rapid fire you have to choose this
Okay.
or that.
Okay.
Okay? Moon or Saturn? Favorite one to click.
Saturn.
Deep sky or wide field?
Deep sky.
Okay.
Wait, wide feet. Shit. Deep sky, yeah.
DSLR or dedicated astrocam?
For deep sky, dedicated astrocam.
Okay. And otherwise?
Otherwise, deep DSLR.
So, one dream telescope या 5 जुगाड़ू setups?
Of course, the dream telescope. But वहाँ तक पहुँचते लाख जुगाड़ सेटअप्स हो जाएंगे.
Both.
Yeah.
Terrace या remote mountains?
Remote mountains.
Any day.
Any day.
Yeah. So, as you know, कि Elon Musk has sort of introduced few things which are just for commercial purposes.
Yeah.
जैसे कि SpaceX है. So, what is your view on that? कि okay, research के लिए going in the sky is fine, but for commercial, just for the view, what do you think about it?
I think it's quite nice because there could be a time there would be no dark skies on Earth. There could be a time. So if someone is trying to, आप space में जाके space देखो, it could be nice.
अगर हमें deep sky objects की pictures लेनी हो या observe करना हो, so how can we do it? क्या processes हैं या क्या steps हैं that one can follow to do that?
Firstly, shooting deep sky objects is not as easy as shooting the moon or the planets. उसमें तो क्या आप direct camera phone लगा सकते हो eyepiece को and you can take pictures because those objects are very bright. Moon and planets are very bright. You can see it with your naked eye. But for deep sky objects, they are so faint that you have to capture a lot of data and merge it together so that you can see the faintest of details or some details of those objects. So a process is like, firstly, आपको एक tracking mount चाहिए. Tracking mount, in simple words, is just like it's tracking the sky movement as the Earth is rotating. So as the Earth is rotating, sky move hota hai. So sun rises in the east, sets in the west, right? Every other object does the same thing. So it is tracking the movement of stars. And in photography, so we are basically taking long exposures. Long exposures matlab, abhi when you're shooting something with your mobile phone, so it's shooting something at 1/10 of a second or 1/100th of a second in like a blink of an eye. But in astrophotography, you are actually taking photos for 30 seconds, for example. So wo jo click sound hai, that is like,
I have seen it's in the pictures also. When you click it in the night mode, it takes some time, right? It takes some time to click that.
Exactly.
So that happens. It's not in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
It is very slow.
It is very slow because it is capturing that light for 30 seconds. So similarly, in deep sky photography, in 30 seconds, there could be, the sky is moving. So there will be trails or there will be small movements of those that is called as motion blur. So the sky is moving and you are stationary. So that's why there's going to be a motion blur or trails in your images. So that's why you need a tracking mount which is going to track the movement of the sky as the Earth is rotating and you don't get any trails. And that helps us get more data as well. So abhi my tracking mount is fixed on that, for example, the Andromeda galaxy. So east to west, it is going to continuously track that galaxy, and when you're shooting, it will continuously the stars will be pinpoint sharp, no trails. So firstly, it's that you need a tracking mount. Then you need a basic mirrorless or a DSLR camera with a good decent lens or a telescope.
So this is a very personal coded question that is coming to you, because I'm a person who is sort of a little passionate about space, skies, planets. So मेरा भी थोड़ा बहुत movie देख के ही that thing has come, and I think as a child if you're growing up, आपकी थोड़ी बहुत inspirations movies देख के या series देख के ही आती है या books पढ़ कर आती है. So if you have to suggest me few movies that every person should watch who is passionate about space and this universe.
So there's one. So of course, Interstellar is one. There's Martian. So it is also a beautiful movie, like how an astronaut is stranded on the planet Mars, and he has to figure out a way to live there all alone. Then there's 2001 Space Odyssey. It was around 1958, so I don't remember the exact year, but it was quite old to imagine things like that. There's also E.T., Extraterrestrial Life. That is also very cute, nice movie. There's Gravity. So Gravity, Interstellar, Martian, E.T., Star Wars, Star Trek, lots of them.
See, science is very complicated, especially for people who don't understand. तो कुछ भी बोलते. So there are myth busters there are a lot of myth busters around us. ठीक है? So now for once and all, let's finish. खत्म करते हैं सारे myths को. So I'm gonna ask few questions and just tell कि भाई myth है या fact है.
Okay.
Astrophotography सिर्फ अमीरों का शौक है.
नहीं, not really. I'm not rich. Obviously. मैंने तो सब बजट सेटअप से ही शुरू किया. So it's a myth.
इंडिया से डीप स्पेस फोटोज लेना पॉसिबल नहीं है.
Myth, because I have been shooting everything from India. मैंने कुछ I haven't shot anything from abroad, so it's again a myth.
Wow. एस्ट्रोफोटोग्राफी में फेक कलर्स आते हैं.
This is true or wrong, because concept of color is quite different when you're shooting in different wavelengths. True color क्या है वही नहीं पता है. So it's in between.
Favorite astrophotographer in the world?
There are just so many. There are a lot of people whose work I respect. So there's Astrofalls from the USA. There's Storm Ray from New Zealand. So many. इतने
कि बता ही नहीं सकते हम. So when you click pictures, so tell me what is more important, gear, weather, या sky conditions, and what is so poetic about astrophotography?
So with the Big Bang, this universe condensed into hydrogen atoms, and these hydrogen atoms have went through numerous transformations, star explosions, nuclear fusion reactions, and they have traveled through time for so long that they reached a point where they could photograph themselves. So yes, we are all descendants of these primordial hydrogen atoms which evolved through space and time until they reached a point where it settled into us. So we are all made of stardust. So we are literally made of star stuff, and which makes this a whole lot more exciting for me, because astrophotography, astronomy is basically a way of knowing our cosmic relatives a bit better, or taking photographs of our cosmic relatives, or knowing our cosmic family a bit better. That's what keeps me going, or keeps me curious about space and astronomy.
Oh, that's lovely actually. So is there any particular image that is your dream कि यार मैंने ये image आज तक नहीं ली and that I want to take?
ऐसे तो लाखों deep sky objects है that I've been wanting to shoot for the longest time. There's antennae galaxies which look very nice, like a heart. They're very beautiful. Recently, I had always wanted to shoot the pillars of creation. So it was in my bucket list, and recently I just shot it, and so happy with that image. And with weather, we are talking about weather. So, like from the office, I'm not superstitious, but now I'm a little stitious. Ki every time that I want to shoot, that I want to, shoot something, some rare phenomenon like solar eclipse वगैरह हो रहा है, I believe कि अभी ये clouds रहेगी to cover the whole sky and ruin that night or that phenomenon for me. So one such example, so in 2019 December, there was this rare annular solar eclipse from India, and it was in southern India, Coimbatore. So our astronomy club arranged a trip. All of us went to Coimbatore. 50, 60 people traveling about 2000 kilometers from a train. So we traveled there, complete equipment, sab leke gaye the, everything. And we were divided into 3 teams. One to the left, right and center. So the center team saw the solar eclipse in its complete beauty. Left team also saw it. They had to travel a bit to see the eclipse from the night sky. Us, सोलर इक्लिप्स के पहले और बाद में क्लियर था, बट ड्यूरिंग द सोलर इक्लिप्स इट वाज कंप्लीटली ओवरकास्ट. So I missed the solar eclipse, but
Do that
yeah,
someday.
I hope so in 2027 there's a total solar eclipse in Egypt. I really want to travel there and see it with the pyramids.
Wow.
Yeah. It would be a dream. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am so sure that you will do that, and I will also pray for you. I wish that you go there and
Right.
click amazing pictures and get famous again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so any advice you want to give to young astronomers who are so passionate to pursue astronomy?
So I would say there are so many reasons, so many setbacks that are there in this field, weather, lack of equipment and everything. But if you just be curious enough, I don't think all these setbacks are going to cause you any problem. You'll just find more and more fuel to see the night sky, to shoot space. It's way too exciting for any of these earthly factors to cause us problems. It's too amazing, and you should just keep hope and be curious. That's the only advice that I can give.
And there's no age restriction, right? किसी भी age से you can become a astrophotographer.
There's no age. I shoot with people who are younger than me, who are 5, 6 decades older to me. So it really doesn't matter.
Age is just a number then.
So there's one plastic surgeon who shoots with us. He's almost 70, and he's so excited about space. He's always so, always troubleshooting with equipment, always trying to find the best spot, and he shoots amazing stuff. And age is just a limit. Age is just a number. Sorry.
Yeah. And yeah, it's limitless. The
Yeah,
sky
it's-
is, as
the
we
sky
say,
is
the sky is limitless. So is your love for astronomy, and if you want
Yeah.
to pursue it, so that is also limitless. तो आपको last thing, and then we'll wrap it up, कि you have seen the dream, like you have seen the universe, you have seen the stars, the moons, the planets, which is so poetic and described in the books. आपने इतना सब देखने के बाद आपका मन करता है अर्थ पे रहने का?
मैं तो पहले फ्लाइट में निकल जाऊँ if it's possible. I would love to live outside of Earth if there could be a chance. Of course, challenges हो गए, but I'm up for it. Too exciting of a challenge and adventure.
Okay, that's great. That's a good place to wrap it up. Thank you, Prathamesh, for joining us.
Thank
It
you.
was a lovely talking session. As a person who knows very little about space, planets, stars, and everything, this was a good learning session for me too. And I'm sure our audience will learn from this particular episode so much.
Thank you. I'm so glad I was here to speak about space. It was truly exciting, and I would say a good first podcast for me.
So this was our first episode from Pi Talks, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And if you do, like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and comment down below who you want next in our episode.